All right, folks, I've had a couple of subscribers that have asked about this guitar. You've watched me play it on the channel, and this is a very special guitar. In order to tell you about this guitar, I need to tell you that I have three brothers. And my oldest brother, and we're all musicians and we all play guitar. My oldest brother is a gifted luthier. And back in 2018, the fall of 2018, he completed 4 guitars, one for each one of us, all 4 of us, and all of them very different one from another because he asked us what we wanted. Well, I wanted a smaller size guitar that also was kind of a throwback to the old cigar box guitars. But I wanted to get a really nice big acoustic sound. And so we sat down and talked about it off and on for quite a while, and he ended up designing this guitar and then did a wonderful thing in putting it all together. This guitar's name is Jim. I name all my guitars, and the reason this guitar's named Jim, spelled G-Y-M, is that the mahogany that my brother Doug used for the sides and the back came from an old wooden gymnasium bleachers from out of a high school that was being torn down, that was built right around the turn of the century. And when I say turn of the century, I mean from the 1800s to the 1900s. And somebody went in and salvaged those wonderful mahogany boards. My brother was able to get a few of them, and so there's no telling what happened underneath Jim's wood. You know, when they were seats to bleachers, there's no telling what happened underneath of them during the basketball games. But at any rate, he's going to hold on to his secrets. In order to tell you all about Jim, I'm going to have to kind of set it down a little bit because there's just so much to tell. Let me start off by saying, if you want to know all of the numbers, nut width, scale length, the fretboard radius, those kinds of things, let me know and I'll make those available to you. But let me just first tell you that, of course, the neck joint he did is a dovetail neck joint. The body and sides, as I've already mentioned, are genuine mahogany, reclaimed from old bleacher seats from a gymnasium. The soundboard is Sitka spruce. The rosette is interesting because the rosettes on all 4 guitars are made from woods that have been used in all 4 guitars. And so they're very, very special and very, very unique, and I think they're very beautiful. The binding on Jim is zebra wood, and I'll show you a close-up of that in just a minute. The braces are made from Sitka spruce. The neck is made from African mahogany, but the fretboard, the head plate, and the heel plate are made from Brazilian rosewood. Now, the bridge itself is made from Indian rosewood, as are the bridge pins. The tail insert is made from zebra wood, and the truss rod cover plate is made from Indian rosewood. The inlay is done with white mother of pearl. The nut is made from fossilized walrus ivory, and the saddle as well is made from fossilized walrus ivory. That's a hard word for me to say. The tuners are Shirtlers. The pickup in there, my favorite pickup, by the way, is a Fishman Infinity Matrix. And then he just finished it with what I think is one of the most wonderful finishes, maybe the best in my estimation, and a very simple finish, and that is a true oil finish. Now let me bring this back up and show it to you. You can see the rosette around there. That's a number of different kinds of woods that have been used in all 4 guitars that he made. The bridge there and the saddle are just beautiful, the way he cut those down. I don't know if you can see that pyramid shape on each side of the saddle, of the bridge itself. Again, the saddle is made from fossilized walrus tusks. That's pretty cool, as well as the nut up here. If you look closely, you can see the zebra wood that's used as binding around there. Kind of difficult to see because we're getting there. That's maybe a better shot there. You can see the zebra wood. The strap on here was made by my Uncle Tommy. Made it for me and stamped Doc on it for me, and I sure do appreciate that. But at any rate, this is Jim, and I guess probably what I ought to do is plug it up and play a little tune, maybe one of my songs, huh? So let's do that. But I tell you what, that's going to make for one long video. So why don't we just shut this video down right now, and we'll do a second part. We'll do a recording with Jim so you can hear him now that you know all about him.